It is with heavy hearts we announce the death of Joan Marcella Devine, also known as Joan Marcella Charles of Rabo, Soufrière, previously from Market Road, Soufrière. She passed away on the 28th of July 2025 at 11 p.m. She was 61 years old. Left to mourn, her mother, Germaine Charles, better known as Bertilia Charles of Rabo, Soufrière. Her brothers, James Angus Charles in Castries, Peter Charles, also known as Damien Charles of Rabo, Soufrière, Donald Charles, also known as Jao of Sulphur Springs, Soufrière, Cuthbert Charles, also known as After Dark of Rabo, Stephen Charles, residing at Smith Street, Soufrière. Her sisters, Mary Jane Leon, née Mary Jane DeVay of St. Croix, Claudia Janke, née Claudia Charles in New York. Previously, she resided at V4. Delphina Charles in St. Croix, Anne-Marie Louise and family in Castries, Carmen Japierre in Anse-Lorraine. Her nephews, Owen Leon in St. Croix, Osmond Leon in St. Croix, Zibi Charles of Anse-Lorraine, Madiba Charles in Castries, Bantu Charles in Castries, Selron Charles of V4, Kaylin Charles of Marigot, Miguel Charles in Canada, Jonathan Joseph and family of Rabo, Othniel Charles of Rabo, Soufrière, Zidane Charles in St. Croix, Kareem Charles and family in St. Croix, Damius Harrell in St. Croix, Josh Charles of Smith Street, Josiah Charles of Smith Street, Soufrière, Randy Donatier and family in V4. Her nieces, Orisha Leon, Orlando Leon, both in St. Croix, Dr. Jamie Charles in Jamaica, Amy Charles in New York, Farah Donatier in V4, Chevron Donatier in V4, her brother-in-law, Sylvanus Janke of New York, her sisters-in-law, Danelia Popo of Castries, Victoria Alexander, also known as Christine of Marigot, Samantha Charles of Rabo, Courtney John of Smith Street, Soufrière. Family, Camilla Alcindor and family in New Development, Soufrière. Family of deceased Marlene Thomas Malcolm in Canada. Mauricia Thomas Francis and family of Cap Estate, Groselet. Simon Thomas of Sulphur Springs, Soufrière. Esther Sela in Canada. Jane Daniel, also known as Baba Donna and family in V4. Patricia Charles in Canada. Prisca Charles and family of Bridge Street, Soufrière. Maria Charles and family in Castries. Family of deceased Valencia Charles of Bridge Street, Soufrière. Antonia Charles in Canada. Family of deceased Josephine Jack in Trinidad. Family of deceased Bonnie Charles in Trinidad. Family of deceased Marcel Canagon in Trinidad and the U.S. Marie Dovey and family of Barons Drive, Soufrière. Baptiste Dovey, also known as Ricky Dovey and family of Baron Drive, Soufrière. Cornelius Dovey, also known as Linus Dovey and family residing at Barons Drive. Cephas Dovey, also known as Tutu and family of Barons Drive. Joan Gustav, also known as Judy Gustav and family in Castries. Rosalind Edward and family in Colorado, USA. Andrina Emmanuel and family of London, England. Teresa Dovey and family in France. Cosmas Dovey and family Victoria Street, Soufrière. Margaret Dovey and family residing at Fort Saint-Jacques, Soufrière. Family of deceased Robert Dovey residing at Barnes Drive. Mary Margaret Nelson, also known as Marge of Four Show Castries. Cyprian Nelson and family of Parvey, Austin Nelson and family of Washoe, Evelyn Nelson and family of Marcel, Swindon Nelson and family of Lunchable, Alana Nelson and family in the U.S., Tessa Nelson Antoine and family of Moshi, Frances Nelson and family in Canada, Patricia Nelson Corbin and family in England, Lucy Fatal in Canada, Urania Fatal and family of Belfont Soufrière, Maria Alfred and family of Belfont, Felicia Fatal and family in the U.S., Avina Timet and family of Mornier, Catherine Cyril, also known as Catherinette, of Forbeny Soufrière, John Nelson and family of Victoria Street Soufrière, Delia Cyril and family of Forbeny, Tamara Cyril and family of Bizet, Catherine Nelson and family of Bolton's Yard, Henry Cyril and family of Creston and Soufrière, Sabina Nelson, also known as Sandra of Bacatel, Kieran Nelson and family of Ciceron, Leonard Nelson in Trinidad, Constantine Nelson, also known as Gregor in Trinidad, Iris Nelson in Entrapol, Sharon Charles and family of Entrapol, Agatha Charles of Entrapol, Sid Charles and family of Balata, Garfield Charles and family of Corinth, Gregory George and family of Ciceron, Teresa Ramsey, also known as Clary, of Upper Palmy Soufrière, family of deceased Pamphile Augustine New Development Soufrière, the Nelson family of Soufrière and Castries, the Fatal family of Soufrière Castries, the Theodule family of Soufrière and Castries, the Dovay family of Soufrière and Castries, the Charles family of Soufrière and Mico, the Alphonse family of Choiseul, the Felix family of Choiseul. Best friends, Sharon Cyril of Forbenier, Mary Haynes, also known as May, residing at Barons Drive, Thomas and Joseph of Sulphur Springs, Soufrière. Friends, Lester John of Rabo Soufrière, Alfred family of Market Road, Soufrière, the Combi family of Choiseul, Stanislas family of Rabo, the Sulphur Springs community, the Market Road community, the Barons Drive community. The funeral service for the late Joan Marcella Dovin, also known as Joan Marcella Charles, will be held on Friday, 29 August 2025 at the Church of the Assumption, Bridge Street, Soufrière at 2:30 p.m. Then her body will be interred at the Soufrière Cemetery. The body now lies at Crick's Funeral Home Limited, Choiseul. May she rest in peace.